So as you sit down and start to drop out of your mind into your body, allow your body to show you the way to comfort. Now for me, often that takes a few rolls of the head, and pending how the spine is feeling, how the muscles are situating, what's going on in the nervous system. Those first few circles of the head, or maybe a lot more, or all of them, could be a little bit slow, a little sticky. And if they cause any pain, I invite you to make a decision according to what your body tells you. Whether to slow way down or stop and breathe through, or to take yourself out and away from any pain. Physical, even emotional. In your practice on your mat, sometimes you have the capacity to face or to turn away from. Neither is right or wrong. Just depends on where you are in your practice, in your life. But as you choose your comfort, whether it be stillness or in slight motion, as you explore a bit of what's going on, start to deepen your breaths. Now the breath is what differentiates the yoga practice from other physical practices. And with the breath alone, you can have a yoga practice. You can experience the flow of the prana, the manipulation of the nadis, changes in consciousness simply by utilizing the inhales, the exhales, and what happens in between. So even if you're nurturing sore spots today in the physical body, know that your practice may be deeper than ever. Now feel free to keep moving if you are in motion and it feels really good. Or make your way to still, allowing just for a few rounds of breath, the breath to be the only thing that's moving. Whatever's going on, you might consider placing your palms down on your knees, uniting the tip of the thumb to the tip of the forefinger, Jana Mudra, for grounding. And just notice what's happening, if there's any gripping that you can loosen in the abdomen, in the hips. Maybe let your eyes flutter closed as you take a look within. As the eyes do gently, softly flutter shut, maybe the awareness seems to float down to the earth, right where your body meets it. From there, draw the inhale up, not just into the belly, let it cycle through the hip sockets, around the waist. Pull it right up over those muscles of the lower abdominal wall. With the exhalation, gently draw those in toward the spine. Just starting to become acutely aware of the entire body working together to breathe. The next inhale flows up through the abdomen, above the navel, into the chest. Can you sip in any more air? Just feeding those tiny muscles between each rib. Perhaps expanding the skin from the sternum all the way around the sides of that beautiful cage surrounding the heart to the back. As you exhale, consciously let the shoulders soften. That allows the awareness to come into the rib cage, which draws in toward your central axis, squeezing all the lingering breath back down through the abdomen, out into the roots. And from the roots, the next inhale flows up. It's kind of gained its own momentum, effortless rising now, upward. Sensation of pranavayu, the lifting direction. Straight up the neck now, into the brain. Pause for just a beat full of breath. And if you'd like, open up your mouth to let the exhale go. Again, softening from top to bottom. Everything draws inward, squeezing the breath outward. Clearing space for the next full, deep, fresh inhale that rises from the roots all the way up the system of you, as if filling from the ground up now. This one single nurturing breath fueling every cell of you. Now if you'd like, roll the shoulders back. Feel the crown press a little higher into space. Maybe the awareness lifts out through it. Open your mouth. Let the exhalation go a little more dynamically than the last. Flip your palms to face the sky. And with an inhalation, reach out and up. As if tracing the edges of a bubble of comfort that you sit within. Now keep the left arm elevated. With the exhale, flutter the right fingers down to the earth beside you. If it feels okay, lean into the hand. Send the left arm way overhead to the right. And we'll pause here for an inhale. Ground into the right hand as you reach through the left, gaining length through that whole long side of the body. With the exhale, release a little of that effort. Let everything soften, maybe melting down onto the right elbow. As you inhale, we'll rise, cartwheeling the left hand up through the sky and then down to the earth. And with the exhale, sweep the right fingers up and overhead to the left. Now you're already grounding into that bottom hand, supporting yourself. With an inhale, take it a little further, maybe a gentle pull on that hand as you press the lifted one to the sky. And with the exhale, everything melts a little closer to the mat. As you inhale, let's cartwheel up. This time, drop the right hand behind you. Place the left hand on the right knee. And with the exhale, gentle twist. Now see how much you can soften, how much you can drop right back into that place of comfort. Getting out of your own way. And inhale easily fills you. And with the exhale, you allow yourself to empty, no gripping at all. Smoothly flows down and out. As you inhale, turn the gaze forward. Sweep that right arm forward all the way across the front of the body. And with the exhale, the left elbow scoops it up, squeezes it in. Allow a little opening with the inhale, just gently pressing that right arm forward as if you were making space in the lungs for the breath. And with the exhale, a little squeeze back. You can even bend the right elbow and clasp your shoulder with the hand. One more breath in. With the exhale, release, unwind straight into your twist to the left. So the right hand just drops down to the knee below it as the left fingers meet the mat behind you. Follow the inhale internally up through the belly, beyond the rib cage, through the crown. And the exhale, perhaps a gentle deepening of your twist. Again, breathe in. A certain softness, allowing that expansion inside. With the exhale, minimal effort from the abdomen. Let gravity do most of the work. And inhale to simultaneously turn the gaze forward, sweep the left arm forward across the body. And with the exhale, the right arm scoops it up. Breathing in, allow for some space. Breathing out, squeeze in tighter if it feels good. Option to bend the left elbow, clasp the shoulder. One more breath in. With the exhale, release. Now drop the hands to the earth and begin your crawl into tabletop position. Again, striving for comfort every bit of the way. Now your legs have been crossed a while. So just go ahead and tuck the left toes under, lift the knee, press into the hands. The upper back can round a little. One full breath in, send the heel away to get the release through the hamstring. With the exhale, lower left knee to the earth, hips width distance from right. Inhaling, tuck the right toes under if that felt good on the left side. And we'll stay here for a cycle of breath. It might feel good to let your chin drop toward your chest. Next exhale, gently lower right knee to the mat. Inhale and we'll dip into a little baby cow pose. Take it slow. Tailbone and chin lifting as the lungs fill. Use the full exhale to curl into cat, feeling every bit of this transition that you've done so many times. Let it be a little easier right now. With the inhale, we'll dive back into cow pose. Deeper if you're ready. Take it more shallow if not. And with the exhale, cruise back into your cat. Now you might spin the eyes of the elbows toward one another, as if you were spinning the hands in toward one another, just to open up across the upper back. With your inhale, dip back into cow pose. If you can use some more opening in the chest, spin in the opposite direction, eyes of the elbows forward. The hands turn outward, just slightly, just isometrically. Now let's take 2 more rounds of cat-cows. Feel free to add circles of the head or the hips. Maybe a gentle sway from right to left. Might feel good to gaze way over your left shoulder and then the right. And keep in mind that just as much as your hands and knees are pressing into the earth is pressing back. Can you use that tension, that push and pull, to be rolled through your practice? To cycle with the breath fluidly. With your next inhalation, let's pause. As you exhale, tuck your toes under. And again, pause. Inhale and you'll lift the knees so they're just hovering off the mat. Feel your own strength now, still you pressing down as the earth presses up. And with the exhale, let it lift you all the way into downward facing dog. Now begin to pedal through the feet here. Again, maybe a little slower than usual. Feeling that viscousness, the prana squishing between the heels and the earth. If you'd like, Take that strut into the hands as well, so that you're leaning from the right to the left as you bend that one knee at a time. Maybe send the hips in the same direction to get a lateral stretch in the alternate side. If it would feel good, lift up onto your toes and roll into plank. If you have, with the exhale, glide back into down dog. In downward facing dog, feel free to keep cruising, but I invite you to pause. To let the full weight of the head draw down on the entire spine. To feel the weight of the heels magnetize toward the earth. Doesn't matter if they're touching or if they're super high. It's just that sensation of gravity melting down the calves. One more breath in seems to roll from the palms and the soles up the arms and legs to the top of the hips. Now open your mouth. Let the exhale melt back down over you. Just aware of right now. As you inhale, rise up onto your toes. Exhale, and we'll drop the heels over to the right. Keep the legs straight for this one if it feels okay. Ground into both palms. And with the inhale, spin back up onto the toes, heels stack above them, hips come to center. With the exhale, take the heels over to the left, same way. And just aware of the shift of the balance now. As you inhale, center up. With the exhale, again, heels to the right. This time, bend the knees if you'd like. And inhale brings you through the center. This time, lift the right leg. As you exhale, step the right foot off to the right edge of the mat, beside the right pinky finger. Good. And pause here. Inhale. Exhale. Drop the left knee to the mat. As you inhale, straighten the right knee any amount to a half split. Keep the palms as they are if that feels good. And with the exhale, rebend the right knee. So you're moving back into your low lunge, just keeping the hands there right around in line with the heel. With the inhale, pull back into your half split. And with the exhale, move back into your lunge. You're also welcome to stop, to stay anywhere that feels good. If you're moving, we'll take one more inhale. Hips cruise back into your Ardha Hanumanasana. With the exhale, bend the right knee. Lift the left off the mat. As you inhale, peel the right fingertips up to the sky, opening the chest up to the right. And with the exhale, downward facing dog, right hand to the earth, right foot slides back to meet left, head goes heavy. Inhale up onto your toes. As you exhale, drop heels to the left, knees can bend if you'd like. Inhale for down dog, left leg lifts, toes spread. With the exhale, step the left foot up to the outside of the left hand. Pause for a breath in. Exhale and the right knee softly meets the mat. As you inhale, the hips pull back, and again you're welcome to stay or move with me. Exhaling, we'd come back into that low lunge. You can lift the heart if you'd like, or draw the shoulders back. Stay, or let the inhale pull the hips back as if someone were gently drawing on the creases of the hips. Exhale, and we'll move forward. Use the pressure of the hands to find right where you need to be. One more time, if you're moving, inhale, the hips draw back, the joints beginning to lubricate. Exhale, back into your low lunge. Inhale, and the right knee rises. Left fingers peel up to the sky. Exhale into downward facing dog. Take it slow. Only as the left hand meets the mat does the left foot step back. And with your inhale, lift up onto your toes. Exhale and the heels drop right. Knees can bend. Left arm can reach overhead. And inhale brings you to down dog. Right leg rises anywhere from just hovering off the earth to way in the sky. Pause here. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip this time. One inhale, you can circle the right ankle if that feels good. And with that exhale, step the right foot up between the hands this round. Pause for your inhalation. With the exhale, straighten the right knee any amount toward pyramid pose. Foot can stay flat or the toes can flex. And with the exhale, we're going to bend that right knee again. Okay. Inhale and we'll straighten it. Exhale, rebend, or of course you're welcome to choose stillness. One more time, inhale as you're straightening. With the exhale, we're coming into plank pose. So for me, I like to bend the left knee and then slide the toes back. In plank, we'll pause for a breath in. You can take a tiny shift forward to the tips of the toes. With the exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin to the earth. Inhale and we'll slide into a little baby cobra, the whole rib cage on the mat. With the exhale, lower the chin or the forehead. As you inhale, ground into the palms, peel up into a second cobra. Maybe the top of the rib cage lifts this time. Exhale and we lower down to earth. If the forehead touches the mat, add a little pressure. And with your inhale, peel up into a third Bhujangasana. Maybe the navel rises this time. Exhale to lower down to earth. Inhale, tabletop. Toes tuck. Exhale into down dog. Let your head go heavy as the hips rise. And with your inhale, lift up onto your toes. Are you pressing into the thumb side of your hand? The exhale, drop heels to the left. Knees can bend. Right arm can reach up alongside the right ear. Inhale for down dog. Left leg lifts. Press through the big toe. As you exhale, knee bends, hip opens, and we'll pause here for an inhale. A circle of the ankle in the sky. With the exhale, your big gentle step forward, left foot between hands. Breathe in. Breathe out. Alright, inhale and we'll straighten the left knee. Toes can lift if you'd like. You can stay if you prefer. Or you can bend back into your lunge. If you are, press into the back toes. You can sink the hips as low as you'd like. With the breath, you choose whether to pause or to move with me in and out of pyramid pose. Aware of what's happening in the back toes, the right one. Aware of where the weight is in the hands. Is it the palms or the fingers? One more breath in. Let the exhale carry you gracefully into plank pose. With your inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. As you exhale, lower your knees. Bend the elbows no more than 90 degrees for your half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. With the exhale, lower. Your choice, another cobra, or extend the arms back alongside the body for a locust. On your inhale, lift into cobra or half locust. Arms, heart, and head rise. As you exhale, lower down to earth. And inhale for a third cobra or a half or full locust, lifting the legs as well if you'd like. Exhale, and we all meet the mat. Palms align with the heart. Inhale, tabletop. Toes tuck. Keep your knees grounded this time. As you exhale, press into child's pose. Again, if your forehead meets the mat, add a little pressure. Perhaps even a gentle turn of the head from right to left. Next inhale lifts you into tabletop. Bring the knees to hover off the mat again. With the exhale, glide up into downward facing dog. Inhale up onto your toes. As you exhale, let's tiptoe up to meet the hands at the top of the mat. Feet land about hips-width distance apart. As you inhale, lift the heart to parallel with the earth. Sweep the arms out to the sides like wings. Exhaling, we'll bow. Trace fingers across the earth. Clasp opposite elbows. And here you choose to chill out in perfect stillness or to add a sway. Maybe you even squeeze up the biceps and the triceps, giving a little massage. One more breath in. With the exhale, release your elbows. Soften or deeply bend the knees. As you inhale, roll up to stand. Feel the legs fill now. The trunk, the head. With an exhale, a gentle roll of the shoulders back brings you into Tadasana. The feet grounded through each toe, palms wide open, slightly forward facing. An inhale fills you from the ground up. Maybe it feels as though something's gently washing up the back of you, all the way along the skull. And the exhale gently waves back down the front. Now with the next inhalation, let's reach up, as if helping lift the breath up even higher. Palms gently unite. Use the entire exhalation to draw the hands past the head, beyond the heart. Gently fold over the legs into kind of a lazy Uttanasana. Heavy head, soft knees, and an inhale to roll up. Circle the wrists as you rise this time. With the exhale, roll the shoulders back. You can keep the wrists circling if you want. Press into your heels. Now as you inhale, rock into the toes. Reach the arms up. And with the exhale, pour ourselves down over the legs. Full release. And a full inhale to roll up to stand. Shimmy the shoulders this time to loosen up. The exhale, roll the shoulders back. A little lean back. And an inhale to reach up to the sky. With the exhale, fold down one more time, just rolling with the breath. Full release at the bottom. And an inhale to rise up. The exhale, circle the shoulders back. Interlace hands behind you. As you inhale, bend the knees, sinking into chair pose. Stay, or with the exhale, bow over the legs. Clasp can rise up off the back or not. With the inhale, come back into your modified chair. Hips sink, clasp drops, gaze lifts. And with the exhale, if you're cruising, again, roll down over the legs. Inhale, back into your chair pose for one more, third round. With the exhale, roll. Press into the toes. Let the inhale bring you through your modified chair. Release the clasp, sweep the arms up, straighten the legs up. And with the exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Breathing in, press the palms together, Anjali Mudra. Breathing out, use the left hand to press into the right, gently steering yourself into a twist to the right. So the hips stay pointing forward, it's just the center of the spine. Inhale and the right hand presses back, bringing you to the center. Exhale and we'll steer ourselves over to the left. Just aware of the torque in the rib cage. Inhale, center. Exhaling, drop the arms to the sides, Tadasana. One breath in, one circle of the head if it feels good to the right. With the exhale, consider one circle to the left. As you inhale, reach up to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. And with the exhale, fold into Uttanasana. You can place your hands on the shins or keep them low. With the inhale, we'll lengthen the spine, lift halfway up. As you exhale, step the left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, and we'll straighten the right knee any amount toward that pyramid pose. And with the exhale, rebend the right knee. Inhale, right fingers peel up toward the sky. Exhale into plank pose. As you inhale, shift to the tips of the toes. And with the exhale, lower the knees. Half chaturanga. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, and we'll melt down to earth. Stick with cobra, or you can reach your arms back for locust. Option to interlace the hands. Inhale, and you lift into cobra or bound shalavasana. With the exhale, lower down to earth. You can stick with where you are, or you can bend the knees and clasp the ankles for a bow pose. With the inhale, we'll rise into one more gentle heart opener. Exhale, and we'll lower down to earth. Legs extend back, palms plant beside heart. Inhale, tabletop, toes tuck. Exhale into child's pose, just this one release. Inhale, tabletop, knees hover. Exhale, hips glide up into down dog. Inhaling, lift up onto your toes. As you exhale, drop the heels to the right. If you'd like to bend the knees, go for it. You can lift the left arm. You can even catch the head with the left hand. Inhale for down dog. Right leg to the sky. As you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip and stay. Or you can lift the right fingers to hover or flip all the way over. One big breath in. With the exhale, you'll make your way back through down dog if you flipped. Step the right foot up between the hands. Good. With your inhale, Let's lift the arms up, crescent lunge. With the exhale, we'll open up, warrior two. Hips and shoulders point left, back heel grounds. And inhale to lift slightly, soften a little if you need, widen your stance if you want. And with the exhale, just turn the gaze forward. One breath here in, strong. Virabhadrasana 2. With the exhale, reverse warrior. Left hand can dip to the left leg as the right arm reaches up overhead. With the exhale, we'll glide back through warrior 2 into side angle. Right elbow to knee or hand lower as the left arm reaches up alongside the left ear. Deep breath rolls from the left toes up the leg, through the side, out the left hand. Exhale. Now with your inhale, we're going to cartwheel up through reverse warrior. Straighten the right knee. And with the exhale, lift the spine. Bring the arms to parallel with the earth. As you inhale, take a shift forward with the right hand, back with the left hip, and pause. With the exhale, triangle pose. So maintain as much length as you can from fingertips to fingertips. Right hand can land in the center of the right shin or drop to the floor. And inhale allows even further expansion through the chest. With your next exhale, drape yourself over that right leg into your pyramid pose. Spin onto the back toes. With an inhalation, a little lift of the spine of the heart. With the exhale, a gentle bend in the back knee, just to help lift with your inhale into standing split, top of the mat. So again, the left toes can be anywhere from just hovering off the mat to way up in the sky. Let's stay for an exhalation. One more inhale. Can you send the right toes a little further apart? With the exhale, lower left foot down, hips width distance from the right. Peace fingers and thumbs grip the big toes. As you inhale, pull up on your toes. With your exhale, use that grip to draw the body toward the legs, the crown toward the earth. And in Padangusthasana, we'll take 2 more breaths in stillness or a subtle sway from right to left. Maybe a rise and fall. Where can you find some ease? Within that ease, a bit of freedom. Breathe in. With your exhale, release your toes. And inhale to roll up to stand. And an exhale to circle your shoulders back. In Tadasana. And inhale, and an exhale. Now stay as you are, or with your inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides like wings. With the exhale, give yourself a hug, wrapping hands around shoulders if you have. Draw the elbows toward the belly, bend the knees so you get a little bit round, kind of like a cat pose. And with your inhale, open up, arms out, heart lifts. Exhale, another hug, maybe the opposite hand on top. Inhale, and we'll open up. This time, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. With the exhale, fold down over the legs. Palms to shins or fingers low in Uttanasana. The inhale, we lift halfway up. for Ardha Uttanasana. The exhale, fingers to the mat, right foot steps back. Inhale, and the left knee straightens a little for your pyramid pose. Exhale, and it rebends. Press into your back toes. Inhale, left fingers peel skyward. Exhale into plank pose. Inhale as you shift to the tips of the toes. Exhale into a half or a full chaturanga. Inhale, just one heart opener of your choice. Cobra, up dog, locust, or bow. And with the exhale, make your way into down dog. Feel free to take a breath or two extra if you want to come through child's pose. And in down dog, we'll meet for a deep breath in. Slow breath out. And an inhale to rise up onto your toes. The exhale, heels drop left. You can add on by bending the knees or lifting the right arm, maybe catching the head with the hand. Inhale for down dog, left leg lifts. The exhale, knee bends, hip opens, optional hover or flip for a breath in. Your breath out is the left foot stepping forward. With your inhale, both arms reach up for Anjaneyasana. And with the exhale, we just open up warrior two, expanding. And inhale to situate, or maybe just explore a little. And an exhale to set the drishti out over the left fingers. That's always the final part of the pose. One inhale here, experiencing your own strength, comfort within. Exhale. Next inhale is your reverse warrior. Right hand back, left overhead. And exhale into side angle. Left elbow to knee unless you choose a further expression. Right arm alongside the right ear. Now envision that one long line from the right toes up the leg through the side out the fingers in the sky. And an exhale to really ground through the feet. Inhale as you cartwheel up to reverse triangle. So the left knee straightens as you rise. Exhale. And you lift arms parallel with the earth. Inhale and we'll step into that shift forward. Exhale and the final step down into triangle pose. Deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. Sometimes a tiny shift forward of the hip shows you something. The right obliques. One more breath in. And an exhale to bow into your pyramid pose. The hips square up as you spin onto the back toes. With the inhale, a slight lift, gaze forward. Exhale, and the right knee bends gently. Inhale to your version of standing split, the right leg lifting any amount. We'll stay for an exhale. Can the head get any heavier? One more inhale. With the exhale, gently lower the right foot down onto the right palm for Padahastasana. Slide the left hand beneath the left foot. Bend the knees if you'd like. And with an inhale, pull up on your feet. With the exhale, the feet press down into the hands. For 2 full rounds of breath, let yourself receive the massage that you need. Within this pose, you can massage the hands, you can stretch the hamstrings, you can release the neck, expand the upper back, just depending upon what you're seeking. How you move, how you breathe. Next exhale, release your hands. As you inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. With the exhale, you're going to fold back down over the legs. As you do, step the left foot back. Good. Take the right to meet it, plank pose. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, chest and chin melt to the earth. Inhale, one little baby cobra. Exhale, and we slowly lower. Pause here for one inhalation. Maybe you can send the legs a little further back, lengthening the spine. You can feel the weight of the upper body pressing down onto the front in comfort. Exhale. With your inhale, lift up into tabletop. And with the exhale, press back into child's pose. One deep breath in. As you exhale, sweep your arms back alongside your hips. Shoulders melt around the knees. And with your next inhale, slowly peel yourself up into Virasana, seated on your knees. Yeah. As you exhale, just lean off onto the right hip. I'm going to swing both legs forward. And with the exhale, you'll just crawl the sit bones back as you take the chest down any amount. Paschimottanasana. Now in this variation, your challenge is to choose comfort. So that might be to just hang out where you land when the hamstrings have reached their full length. Might be to add a little tension by clasping the feet. Or might be to take it all out by bending the knees and hugging elbows beneath them. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Press the exhalation back out. One more inhale. With the exhale, release the hands to the earth either side of the legs. As you inhale, walk yourself upright. And with the exhale, all the way down onto your back. So the back of the head meets the mat. Let your inhalation be the arms reaching up alongside it as the heels slide in toward the body. With the exhale, lift the hips up into a low back bend. Exhale, and you might draw the chin in toward the chest a bit to lengthen the neck. Then inhale, feel each toe pressing into the earth. Maybe the hips rise a little higher. One more breath in. Lift onto your toes only if you'd like, only if you need it. Let the exhale be the slowest breath you've released, the slowest move you've made, slowly reuniting the spine with the earth. The heels lower if they're still lifted. A breath in seems to raise the earth to meet the back. Open up your mouth. Let this exhale go. Let the elbows bend, cactus style. With an inhale, slide the hips over to the right. As you exhale, the knees drop to the left. The gaze can stay up or can turn to the right. And then maybe the eyes close for one inhale and an exhale. With the inhale, the knees slowly move to pointing upward as the hips slide from the right of the mat through the center to the left. With the exhale, the knees gently tip to the right. Breathe in through your nose. Blow the exhale out through the lips. Inhale and the knees point up, the hips center up. With the exhale, either the knees knock together or the heels slide out toward the front corners of the mat. As you inhale, you choose keep the arms as they are, straighten them out alongside the body, or flip the left palm to the heart, right hand to the belly. You might turn your head right to left a few times. You might spread your toes real wide, press through the balls of the feet. And then you let go of gripping in the brow or the temples, the jaw, the shoulders, so that an inhalation pours unobstructed through the crown, beyond the brain, down the neck. Through a wide open mouth, let the exhale go. Feel a softness in the upper body. And an inhale fills it, expands through the heart. Might feel good to flutter this exhale between the lips. This vibrating tension from the rib cage, front, sides, and back, through the spine, beyond the abdominal wall, down into the lower body, comfortably weighted to the mat. Breathe in. Gently blow the exhale away, as if propelling whatever you don't need through the legs, out the toes, sending you into freedom, where you'll take a few more breaths in and out through your nose. Gently, gently draw the knees in for a hug. A soft sway, side to side. And finally onto your left side. To pause just a beat The heart united with the earth, regrounding. Slowly lift yourself up into the seated position where you began. Roll your shoulders back. Flip your palms skyward. Thumb and forefinger unite. Chin Mudra. An inhale rolls from the roots all the way up through you to the sky. The exhale washes over you, leaving you light, soft, at ease. With an inhale, slowly open the arms way out to the sides like wings once more. And with the exhale, give yourself one final hug, wrapping hands around shoulders, dropping the chin and the elbows low. As you inhale, the spine lifts, the arms reach up, the palms meet. With the exhale, draw the hands down to the eyes, or let the brow rest against the thumbs. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste.